Good morning. It's an unscheduled beach bum investor this morning. It's Fish. And it is the 13th of December, 2017. 13 unlucky for some, but lucky here in Australia for the crypto economy. We've just cracked the $500 billion mark in terms of total market cap. I thought I'd come on a bit early because it is a historical moment in the crypto economy. Not expecting actually anyone to join in the conversation because I don't usually come in at this time. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to post up on Discord and just see if we can get some people in for the discussion because it is all going a bit crazy alive. Discord. Ethereum and Litecoin led mainly. I mean, it's just been a crazy top end of the market. I've never seen anything like it at the top end with so many coins gaining so much market cap in such a short space of time. It's been quite incredible. I'm just going to post up on Discord now, crypto chat, and see if we get anyone in for the conversation. If not, I'll just have a look over over the market and I'll get excited by myself. Live early. Historic $500 billion fee market cap. Okay, I'm sure everyone wants to see me type. All right, coming back to the chat. Yeah, so it's been awesome 24 hours. Absolutely, very, very, very strong. Just going to get on to coin market cap now and have a look at the overall market cap. See if it has stuck up above that $500 billion mark. It has. 500 billion, 788,680,925. So great to see they're popping over that $500 billion mark for the first time in history, as far as I've seen it anyway. 24-hour volume is massive. $37 billion 24-hour volume. That's a good, at least 40% higher than I've ever seen it before. BTC dominance of 58.9%, and Bitcoin's strong, really strong. 3% growth in the last 24 hours, up to 78,629. Ethereum, 621.71, up 26.91% in the last 24 hours alone, which is on the back of more solid growth during the week, taking the 7-day total to 34.73% gains. But the really, really big gainer in that top 10 this week, Litecoin. Litecoin has smashed through its previous highs, hitting $315 at the moment. It did actually get higher than that in the last 24 hours. It's retraced a little bit now, 4% of that in the last hour. Still up 49% in the last 24 hours and 205% in the last 7 days. So quite incredible. Really good to see. Just having a look at the rest of the market and see what else has made moves. But pretty much the good thing to see is that the market has tended to go with it. Has tended to go with the rise of the top coins. A lot of the alts are doing quite well as well. Just taking a look now. Okay, so yep, pretty much everything's strong. Ripple's another huge gainer, up 55.98% in the last 24 hours. That's actually the biggest gainer in the top 10 in the last 24 hours. It's now sitting at 39 cents a coin, and goodness gracious me, that's some serious growth in the last 24 hours. Great work for the Ripple fans. They have announced that I think there were 35 banks that they're currently working with. That announcement came out, probably driving that price. So yeah, good to see. Pretty much everything in the green in the last 24 hours. Very hard to find red figures. Stratus is one, down 3.75%. Hey, Chow, I came on early, man. It's a celebratory moment. Well, it's a celebration. It's just hit $500 billion. I said I'd come on and celebrate by myself if no one had joined me. That's what I figured. So we've got 2 people watching. The Crypto Wave investment crew are all fast asleep. Not used to me being on at this time. That's all right. I wanted to come on and have a chat, man. It's a historic moment. I like being on board. If we don't get any on, I'll sign out in 10 minutes and I'll come back later on when we're normally on. It's a big day, Zhao. I'm glad you appreciate it, man. Glad you're here with me. Have been from the start. Man, Zhao. Tan Kai Tong, how are you, man? Good to see you. Couple of the crew coming in. Wait, yeah, okay, I'll wait. I'll wait for the crew. They'll probably pop in as. What time is it today for me, man? It's quite early. It's just gone past 9 o'clock. I just got out of the surf. Some really nice waves coming through at D-Bar this morning off of Lovers. Got some smokers. And I came back all happy from that. And then opened up my computer and see the magical $500 billion mark. $500 billion. What? Bullish market. All right, let me check on PIVX because I haven't even had a look. Let me see. 497, up 7.49%. We're pushing that $5 mark. Wow, that's so good to see. 7.49% in the last 24 hours. Really good to see. Wow, gold 34 cents. I picked that up at like 29. Stoked. 7 in the morning for you, Tan Kai Tong. So you're either west coast of Australia or are you in Asia? Not sure. Might be Eastern Asia if it's that sort of time. Or, yeah, that's what I'm guessing. And good morning. Good morning to wake up for you, man. What do you think, Tan Kai? What do you think? Do you reckon? I reckon Asia's going to wake up and seriously FOMO soon. Oh, you're in Malaysia, yeah, Southeast Asia, man. Yeah, cool. Funnily enough, Tan Kai, my numismatics business is actually being set up in Malaysia at the moment. I have one staff member in Malaysia. So, yeah, I got ringgit. I'll show you. Look, I'm going to get something just for you, Tan Kai, because there's not many people on. Mohammed's from Morocco, man. I met one of the nicest guys I met when I was competing in Chile. He was actually from Morocco. Absolute legend. His name's Mohammed as well. Really, really good guy. Really looked after me while I was over in Chile. I'm gonna show you, man. You got to see this. I don't know if I've got them there, but I literally have of 5 and 1 sen. I've got, which is the cents for ringgit for those or I'm not sure how it's pronounced, ringgit, something like that for Malaysia. But I have got boxes full of them. Coins I've got. You got to see the bags, man. Oh, this is not even close to what I've got. But like, well, you know what the ringgit look like, but yeah, they're 5s and 1s, cents. And then I got like ringgit. I've got some 1 ringgit coins and things like that as well. She uses it for decoration, man. That's about all they're worth because it's about 3 ringgit to the Aussie dollar. So for me, this is 1/3 of a cent. And this one's 1.7 cents. But, you know, man, they don't weigh that much. So for what I paid for them, I'm actually going to get pretty close to my money back. Obviously, these aren't really what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the collectibles, but I have boxes, like boxes full of these, man. Oh, you couldn't see it? I'll show you. This is the 5 and 1 cents. I'll bring up my Google share so I can see what I'm doing. Sen. So this is like this. These are the more modern ones. Okay. If I'm right, Tan Kai, correct me if I'm wrong. But that's the 5. Oh, sorry. That's the 1 upside down. Oop. Crown on the back. These are the older 5s. I've got the older ones as well. I could go through all my old Malaysian coins as well, but yeah, so I got stacks of them, man. Stacks and stacks, more than I want. But yeah, that's cool. So yeah, Southeast Asia. Yeah, I think Asia might wake up and FOMO with this sort of price action. I woke up and FOMO'd. Half of me wanted to put more fiat in, but I stood strong. I said, no fish. This is not the time to FOMO. But yeah. I'm well early, Floyd. I came on real early and no one probably got, like we might not have, I'll stay on for like 10 or 15 minutes, but the reason I'm on is I just wanted to celebrate with you. It's a $500 billion market cap. And it might well duck down now, but we got there. We hit $500 billion, $500 billion. Let's have a look at I'll bring it over to screen share because it is fun to look at together. So I'll screen share with you. Let's have a quick look at the market, but everyone's just going to be looking at these green figures going, what? All right, cool. Coin market cap. It's nice, isn't it? Let's do an update. Please don't go under now. Oh, that's nice. These figures are massive. Bitcoin dominance has slid a little, obviously due to the massive run up in Ethereum and Litecoin. I tell you what, I think this is a good signs for the altcoin market as well, with people preparing to branch out from Bitcoin itself. I think it's only a matter of time before the lower market coins get a bit of notice as well. The top 10 have definitely been just storming of late. Storming. Look at Monero, over 300 bucks. Wow. Scrolling down, have a look. Neo's back over 40, guys. Good to see. Really nice growth. Have a look at the end of that. Woo! So that's awesome. I picked up some, had some spare from some ICOs I did, and now I've made good money on that. It's nice to see. Waves. Whoa, we could have got this at like $3. Could have 5x'd. Oops-a-daisy. Almost go over 1040. Vitalik put out another tweet, guys, in case you didn't hear about that. He put out another tweet saying how good Omasco is. That's going to drive price action. The dude's super influential. 17%. Lisk, $9.18. Stock up between 750 and 8. We've done so well, guys. Really, really happy. What else have we been keeping an eye on? Steam, Zhao, Johnny Crypto, the Steam legend, the Steam It legend, has been managing my account into actually pretty good figures. Thank you, Johnny Crypto. Nice to see. And Johnny Crypto is over on Steam It as well, guys. If you want to follow him over there, have a look at some of his articles. He's got some really good stuff. Thanks, Johnny, for all the help. Zhao, you're a legend. ARK, 439. Just everything. Is there nothing in the, there's really nothing in the red. Hey, one that's interesting, let's have a chat about this. Komodo 364, awesome. You know, just everything, guys. But Vertcoin. Guys, there was a halvening yesterday on Vertcoin. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of what that means, it means that the block rewards that the miners are going to be getting for mining Vertcoin has halved. Now, you would think, oh, hang on, if you're not getting as much, that means they've become more scarce, right? So shouldn't we be paying more for Vertcoin? Shouldn't they be more expensive, like because of supply and demand? Yes and no. And the reason I say yes and no, yes, absolutely, that's the way it works. But with the market being well aware that this halvening was coming, they've factored that price in. And now we've started to see those retracements. You know the run-up we had on Vertcoin. Less than $1 to $10 in a few months. 10x in a few months. We were looking at this at a $25 million market cap not that long ago. Still think it's great long-term holding, but I understand this retracement in the back, on the back of all these other green figures, because they did have an event yesterday, which people had bought up to, and then they sold the event. You quite often see that in this economy, guys. Sia Coin, doing great. Another one to keep an eye on, Storage Coin, if you like. Storage is another file storing application for the blockchain. Just awesome. Golem, PIVX, as I mentioned. Green. Einsteinium's dropped back a bit, but it had a monumental run to get up this high. Binance has dropped back a little bit, but really strong over the last 2 months. It was less than $1. I think it was like $1.80 not that long ago, and I was saying you should pick some up because it's a strong trading platform. Hey guys, what I'm going to do, I can actually do a valuation of Binance as a platform from a very basic valuation of Binance as a platform from a business perspective based on their annual turnover. I can figure that out based on the actual volume that is going through their site. So I plan to do that, and I'll bring you a formula on what I think Binance should actually be valued at based on its now passing 1 million members. They've introduced those stop losses. They're doing a lot of good things. I know I've got my gripes about them not adding PIVX, but I've got to give credit where credit's due, and I've always said that. Hey, Binance, isn't this interesting? Binance, PIVX. But you see the correlation here, Binance? All right, guys, going to keep moving on down before I get in trouble for hassling Binance too much. Hey, Factum. I said anywhere under $25. We got it as low as $12 when we're looking at this show. But yeah, as it ran up, I still said good thing. And this gives me much more confidence about what I got into yesterday. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on Walton Coin, and we'll move down and have a look at that in a second. But I'm getting more and more bullish on Walton Coin. 10x, we said anywhere around the $2 mark was good buying. So you've gained 10% if you've bought at those low $2. Power Ledger's even come back a bit. That's really nice to see. It was on a downward trend, but it seems to have just bucked up in the last little bit, finding support around the 50 cent mark. Excellent. Now, this is the one I got yesterday at around the $7 mark, 7 to 7.20. So I've made 3%, 2%. Yeah, well, there you go, 2%, 2 to 3% from the time I bought yesterday. I'm really happy with this. I think it's going to be a big player going forward. I like the chart because it's, you know, if you have a look at it, let's get on to Walton, but it did have a big run up, but now it seems to have, you know, it got towards $10. And from that high point here, it really seems to start of, you know, this is about as much as you can call sideways movement in this economy. Something usually happens, doesn't trend sideways for too long, especially with a fairly new coin like this. It hasn't been around as long as some of the others, but has made some really, really impressive moves in China early on in its career. So I'm looking for Walton to be a real big player in the commerce, industrial, manufacturing sector in China going forward. I think they'll be big. And China's economy is, yes, quite large, let's say. So, yeah, I look, just based on even if you're using Fibonacci sequence, where you go, you know, roughly $5 to roughly $10 and take back half, it looks at good buying around the 750 mark, and that's what we're seeing here, maybe just a little lower. And then hopefully, whoop, see you later, Walton, right when Fishy just got into it. I'd been looking at it for a while, and I finally pulled the trigger yesterday. I thought $7 was good. Will I be right? Will I be wrong? We will find out. All right, I'm coming back to live chat and seeing if anyone's actually joining in the combo today. Oh, we got 5 people. Even Tether is pumping. Yeah, because, Jiao, there's so many newbies in the market that they don't understand that Tether is just US dollar. So they'll pay $1.06 for US dollar. Oh, everything's pumping, man. And that's where you've got to be sensible, guys. If you've been holding onto a bag of coins that you're not so confident about, maybe it's time to hand that bag over to a newbie and pick up quality coins. Because if you've been in the space long enough, I know that most of us have picked up some crap in our time in here. We've got overexcited about a project. And if you've been holding a bag, might be time. Might be time if you feel like you're really, you know, holding the bag as in, oh, this was the worst investment I ever made. Might be time to move that onto something solid, because you're probably going to get, I don't know, I could keep going. There's just a ridiculous flow of money into the economy. But we've still got CME trading coming out next week. I think you'd be a very, very brave person unless you'd pre-organized it by buying up a crap load of Bitcoin to try and play the shorting game. Because the short game relies a lot on psychology as well, like mass psychology. And the thing is, I don't think you can beat the masses by playing down the futures 3 months in advance. I don't think the people who are enthusiastic about Bitcoin and buying into it are going to be fooled by those sorts of things. They have a belief in blockchain technology, and well should. Whether they believe in Bitcoin or an altcoin or something, that's up to each individual. But I think you'd be a brave person to short on the back of these, you know, with the momentum that is built up at the moment. One of the first things they will teach you, like trading 101, when you first start learning to trade, is the trend is your friend. And given that 101 trading statement, I think you'd be very brave to back shorts at the moment on just about anything. Monocoin, yeah, everything. Name it. Camera fish? Oh, seriously? Oh, we're still on. Sorry. There I am. Did you really want to see my face anyway, Jiao? Yeah, so it's been absolutely insane. I don't know whether to check out early and just come back at the regular time, because I feel like the regulars are going to get angry. I just wanted to come on and celebrate quickly. I got back from the surf. It was... Yeah, I'm going to check out. Let's have our regular chat at 11. So regular chat comes up in a couple of hours anyway. Well, it's actually only an hour and a half. So I'm going to sign out now. We'll come back for the regular chat, because I've already stuffed this by keeping it on the screenshot. You can see me. Some people would say that's probably for the best. But yeah, it's been cool. Thanks for checking in, Jiao, and Tan Kai Tong, and whoever else checked in. Thank you, guys. It's good to see you. I think I'm going to check out, and we'll come back at the normal time. Hang on, who's this? Just popped in the chat. Floyd, yeah. G'day, Floyd. Yeah. I'll come back in a bit. All right, catch you guys later. See ya.